Here's a list of superpowers that I'll try to think of on the spot and rattle off. So again, these are going to be negative things. I just made a list of positive superpowers of when people call you disordered because you're a veteran, or disordered because of ADHD, or disordered because you're a man, or disordered because of anything that's actually truthful about you that you enjoy and like. Again, these are non-changeable characteristics of like my brain works the way it works. I was born with the chromosome that I have, and the outward expression of that in my phenotype as a man. Like, that doesn't bother me when people say, "Oh, you're being a man." It's like, well, what do you mean by that? I am a man. Like, what are you implying? And most of the time, you can understand. Again, I know what people are implying of like you're dumb or stubborn or what all the all the things that we say men have to be. I get it. So again, I don't have to take offense to that because I can read the context of like they're already in a conversation with me, or they're producing media or something like that. They'll tell on themselves of what they're actually saying. So again, if you can read context leading up to it and after, then you can understand what someone's actually saying of like, "Oh, you're being a man." And it's like, well, if a nagging wife says, "You're just being a man," it's like, well, he's probably being a stubborn asshole. But if he's fighting a fire and trying to save children from a burning building, and it's like, oh, he's just being a man, just doing stuff, like, well, I would say that dude's the fucking man. Like, that's a man right there. Like, so words are important, and that's one of the problems with text and writing and things like that is different kinds of media can only give you so many forms of context because they're limited. Like, you can't put voice tone, you can't put all these forms of expression into text that normally you would have speaking. And the same thing of like, if you take eyesight, all your senses, if you take visual away from something and it's just auditory, like you can listen to music, but to listen to a musician play, you're hearing it, you're feeling the vibrations, there'd be speakers or something, and then you're seeing them play. So not only is it the music, but you're actually seeing like what they're doing with their body, if they're playing guitar, if they're playing piano, like, so there's more context to the situation of like, if you're enjoying something that someone's creating, listening to a song is nice, but listening to the original creator while you're visually watching them, and then you find out that they actually wrote the piece, and so it's a self-made piece that they wrote from their own imagination, and then they reproduced it right in front of you. So again, the more context that you add into things, you can actually start to love stuff even deeper. When you know someone and you know what they're doing and you know something that an artist is doing, like, you got to go deep inside of what an artist's mind is doing, or else you don't really truly appreciate what they're doing. Tips for the day.